Vice News made it look like anyone who come on here with a mask on is doing some nefarious ass shit. Either that or they in Slipknot. You feel me? That's what Vice News did. That's before the COVID, before all that shit, man. Listen, ain't nothing wrong with the push ice. Deal with some fucking aggravated assault. They have 9 fucking cars to bring the detectives out. Like, just to try to figure out if this kid who fell down in the woods fell down because of me or not and broke his shoulder when I was nowhere near him. Diz was drunk. You feel what I'm saying? He don't know what he saw, and he even told you he ain't seen me. But it's one of those oh shit situations. Either way. So it's like the intimidation factor they claim it has is like, bro, you just like kicking the door down with like 30 dudes. I don't care how armed you is. If you dolo, that's an intimidation factor. That's why they do that shit too. That's why whenever they coming for somebody they view as a perceived threat. He's not wearing the regular ski mask, bro. He got the shit like that the task force be wearing. You know how that shit is. That shit got one hole just for the motherfucking eyes. Apparently they say it's an intimidation tactic. However, it's just like intimidating in general. It's not intimidating, but it's like, fuck, the task force is hitting my door. Like, it's an adrenaline, like, you really be like, do I shoot? Do I run? Do I just be like, you got me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's a split second. For someone who's like what they view as a perceived verified threat, like me, which means they done some violent shit, and especially like a lot of it, they'll come with like 8, 9 cars just to like deal with some like regular ass fucking shit, bro. I'm not surprised Trench's News was a fucking fed, bro. These motherfuckers literally had a task force set up for my. You try that again in a small town, they will set up like a crash division specifically for your ass. They did that shit to me. They had the same 5, 6 fucking police. Literally, it was just like, it was almost like, because town didn't have a gang problem, so they didn't have a gang unit. But like, they literally set one up almost, just to deal with my shit. Like, because they're like, it's gang shit, but he's not a gang. He might be involved with something, but he's not a gang. He's one person, but the shit he does as one person is like the same level of shit. Iraqi bomb defusal trucks. Yeah, they come on with the heat mask, with the ski mask under it, right? Or even worse, they have a bulletproof fucking mask. And the shit has, imagine if it had meshed out eyes too. So like, you can't see shit. And they just come out here speaking Spanish. Like, imagine, every time you see them come on to YouTube, they be like, Nos matamos los sicarios en los Punta Alfa. Like, if you see someone and they wearing this shit every single time, bro. Literally every single, the ski mask and the mask from the movie Heat that I fucking modified and tampered with. For example, bro, if someone just came up on here every time wearing this, right? This is exactly what they're wearing every time. You never see them without this, bro. And they're speaking Spanish. They're like, muerte a las narcos y sicarios. Los sicarios es pendejo. Es los colaboración de junta operación con los un amigo mejor de Estados Unidos. Junta operación especial. Nosotros y los Estados Unidos, pendejos en los operación especial. Con amigo mejor de México, los Estados Unidos. Perico. México, Fuerza de Especial, Junta Operación, con los amigos mejor de México, los Estados Unidos. Nosotros y los Estados Unidos, Junta Operación Especial. Y mata 30 sicarios. Nosotros y los amigos mejor, los Estados Unidos, la operación Junta Especial, Fuerzas de México, y Green Berets, y Delta Force. ¿No palabras? Sí, no hablo. Los metanfetaminas. Nosotros y Estados Unidos, amigo mejor, Junta Apresión en la drogas. Like, what would you think they was? They come on there with the whole this and this, speaking fucking Spanish about some narcos, sicarios, and them motherfuckers killing them shits in a joint operation with the fucking United States and their special forces. You know what I'm saying? What would you assume? I would assume they was a federale. Maybe that's just me. Either that or like state-sponsored federale propaganda. Sorry I'm spitting all over y'all motherfuckers, but you know how y'all be talking crazy. So of course Trench's news was the feds, bro. Why don't fucking do this shit on here? Got fucking detectives fucking calling everybody around me because they don't want to talk to me because they know they gonna hear from my lawyer about some harassment. That motherfucker fell down. I ain't do shit, and that's what everyone said. I wasn't even there. I wasn't even there. That motherfucker, God caught up with that motherfucker, man. I'll take care of his kids and shit, man. That's what happened. He slipped. Must have been a rainy day or something. He slipped, fell, got a concussion, and broke his collarbone. I don't know what happened. I wasn't there. That's why y'all never talk to me about that shit. You ain't had nothing. Can't do nothing. That motherfucker just had a lot of bad karma coming to him. I didn't do it. It didn't have nothing to do with someone I know. Right. Nah, he didn't do that. He didn't do that. That's why everyone freaks out if you try to go down there, right? Side mission. So yeah, Trench's news. Bro, the first time I saw him, I thought he was a federal asset of some sort. Why? I believe, because the only time I've seen him is if he comes on suggested after something else I watch. But I've seen him when I've left the room and the shit's still running and I come back and just turn the next shit and it was him. And when I started noticing multiple, bro, you don't have this shit. You don't have the IRA, you know what I'm saying? Terrorists win. You from the other side. You got the exact ninja mask that motherfucker be wearing when they kick your door. And take them about 3-4 times to get through that bitch. I can get through that shit in one try, you bitch ass motherfucker, man. Hey, I told y'all what it is, man. I told y'all what it is, man. No shit, he was the feds, bro. He was literally LARPing as them every fucking day, bro. He had the same ninja mask on, just in a different pattern. Why you ain't just get a different looking mask? Why you couldn't put the Pooh Shiesty on? Why you do the Pooh Shiesty where you have your whole face showing? So it's just it's concealing the back of your head, but people could still see your face. It's the opposite of what that shit's used for. Why did it have to be the statewide ninja mask every time? Why did it have to be the crisis actor SWAT team mask every time? Listen, I got all type of masks I be bringing on my shits, man. I don't discriminate, bro. You feel what I'm saying? But you seem to have a very specific type of look you like that shit to have. The motherfucker literally was dressed like the feds. It's the same shit almost, not the same because he's portraying something different. But you know how I said I can't get mad if CoffeeZilla were the feds? Because at least he puts it out in the open. He says he's doing an investigation. He literally goes out his way to dress like a fucking detective. You feel what I'm saying? Shit is a little fucking... So it's that's one thing. But what Trench's news was doing, the difference is CoffeeZilla isn't on the corner. Nor is CoffeeZilla pointing people out in the courtroom. That's just my thoughts on it, man. I'm out this bitch. Let me know what y'all think about it, man. Subscribe, all that shit. If you don't like rap music, guess what it is for you too, man. Guess what it is for you too, yeah, man. Don't be trying to break it down when I see him. Hey, yo, and tell the feds one time for my rapping lifestyle when 23-1 in the S unit. I was in the dorm, big wreck, big yard, big random ass trays of shit you don't know what you're eating. Big pun, literally his clone, in the same dorm with a big Punisher tattoo. And there's 2 other people named Pun in the dorm, one of which is for that same reason. The other one claims it's not for that same reason. And only one of them looks like Pun. And he looks identical. I literally was yo, Pun ain't dead. He ain't dead. Either that or this motherfucker was cloned from the same spot. OT. And I never saw him again once I got out of prison. Bro, sounded like Pun, acted like Pun, did the crazy hand gestures like Pun, would flip his emotions bipolar on a dime like Pun, from the Bronx like Pun. And just one last time for the country music fan, one last time for the motherfucking, them letter boys and shit, man. I ain't doing nothing wrong. Constitution of America ain't justice for all. I'm out this bitch, man. I'm out this bitch. I'm out this bitch. I'm out this bitch, man.